Hello folks, today it is 2020 May June paper 1-2 and the question number is 6. I am very excited to do this question because it is I feel that this has been the toughest question in this variant in this year. And as I went on solving, this was the last question I am solving. So that tells about its degree of difficulty. Maybe it's not difficult for others, but for me it was difficult. So it's concerned with the chapter kinematics. So it says that car X is traveling at a speed, a constant speed u along a straight road, car X. At time t equal to 0, a second car Y is a distance d naught behind car X, and traveling at a speed of speed v in the same direction. So v, initial speed v is less than speed u, yes. At time, so it means that if they maintain that speed, the distance between them will keep on increasing. That means at time t equal to 0, car Y begins to accelerate. So the condition that we have envisaged is not fulfilled, because now car Y begins to accelerate with a constant acceleration a. Car Y overtakes car X at time t equal to shorten t. Which graph could show the variation with time t of the distance d between the cars? So we have to show the variation of the distance d between the cars at certain instant compared to the time. Let us say after a certain time t, the car Y reaches here. The car Y reaches this position. So this position. So this is car Y after certain time. And let this distance be dy. So this is the distance traveled by car Y in time small t. At the same time, let me say this car travels this distance and reaches here. So this is the position of car X, and let me say the distance traveled here from here to here, it is dx. Now the distance between the two cars at this instance, let us take care that since car this Y is accelerating, it is traveling a bit more distance. We have just shown that it's traveling a bit more distance compared to this car, and the distance between them here right now the distance is large, and after some time the distance between them has been shown to be less. More or less we don't know, but we just assume that since they are meeting at a certain meeting after a certain time, we assume that the distance has been less. So this is the distance between the two cars at a certain instant, this d. So initially the distance between them was d naught, and finally the distance between them is small d. So what we can see from the diagram is this whole distance is equal to, if I look from here, it is d naught plus dx, and if I look from below, we can have this distance equal to dy plus d, equal to dy plus d. So what I must have is, or d should be equal to d naught plus dx minus dy. So what is dx and what is dy? So dx is the distance traveled by this thing, and it travels with uniform speed. So that's why we have dx should be equal to its velocity into this time, dx equal to, and similarly dy should be equal to, dy is the distance traveled by this thing which now undergoes acceleration. So it's equal to vt plus 1 by 2 at squared, because its initial velocity is v, so that's why vt plus 1 by 2, its acceleration a into t square. So let's substitute here. So this gives us, therefore d is equal to d naught plus dx is ut minus this is minus dy minus vt minus 1 by 2 at square. So we can arrange this equation as a d naught plus u minus v, then t minus 1 by 2 at squared. So this equation tells that this whole path is a parabola. This equation tells that the whole path is a parabola. Because we have got one variable equal to another variable square. The highest power is on the variable square, and this minus means reverse parabola. reverse. So since it is parabola, this D disqualifies, and this A also disqualifies, because A does not seem to be a parabola. Only these two can qualify, though this C also is not like parabola, but it could. So what we have is, we have got one variable in the y-axis is equal to the highest variable here is square of the x-axis. So parabola, since we have minus here, it's a reverse parabola. So that's why D and A disqualify. Remaining is B and C. Now what I have is, the distinguishing between B and C depends on what happens to the distance. Initially this velocity was less initially, so when they start together, initially the distance between them should increase. Then only when it goes on increasing, then it will lessen the distance after reaching a maximum. So initially the distance will increase because it's less. After reaching a certain value maximum, it will then lessen the distance and ultimately meet as well. So that's why the distance should first increase and then decrease, and it is shown by graph B and not by graph C. So choice number B should be the correct choice. And here what we can add is, when they exactly meet, what happens is, this D will be equal to 0. So let us say they meet over here, that D will be equal to 0. When D equal to 0, we have dy equal to d naught plus dx. So that means dx is this, dy, so the dy will be the whole distance here. So dy will be equal to dx plus d naught, as envisaged by this particular equation. So this is how the analysis goes, and with this type of mathematics we can solve many other such problems. For example, we can find the velocity of each of them when they meet, or when they are one is overtaking the another, and so on, time taken for that, and so on. So this is the B is the correct choice for this thing.